Cab cars are one of the most common sights on America's passenger and commuter trains today, providing a fast, easy, and economical way to run a train in forward and reverse. Railroads across the nation have adopted cab cars as part of their fleets. While this practice might seem intuitive, cab cars were not implemented in the U.S. until the late 1950s, when the Chicago and Northwestern first adopted this technology. Why did the Chicago and Northwestern begin using cab cars? And how did they become a success? In the 1950s, the Chicago and Northwestern Chicagoland commuter operation was in shambles, with one executive noting, "We ran the world's worst commuter service." Passenger cars dated as far back as 1910 and often had broken seats, windows, doors, and roofs that leaked during rainstorms. It had gotten so bad that commuters held contests to compose the wittiest jingles roasting the railroad. Ben Heineman, president of the Chicago and Northwestern, knew that major overhauls needed to be made to save the railroad's struggling commuter service. Improvements included full dieselization of commuter lines in 1956 and implementation of new fare structures and schedules. But the Chicago and Northwestern's most innovative improvement was the use of cab cars purchased between 1959 and 1960. Supplementing Chicago and Northwestern's order of Pullman standard gallery cars, cab cars featured all the operating equipment found in the cab of a locomotive, stowed away at the end of the train. Connected via MU cables, crews would operate the locomotive from the opposite end of the train when traveling inbound. This style of operating trains, known as push-pull operations, had been implemented in limited applications using steam locomotives in the United Kingdom, but had not been widely used in the United States with diesel locomotives. Despite being relatively new and unfounded technology, Chicago and Northwestern's executives saw push-pull operations offering numerous benefits. For one, time and fuel could be saved, as there was no need to switch the train or assign it new power when it reached its final destination. All a crew needed to do was travel to the opposite end of the train to prepare it for their next journey. Additionally, cab cars allowed the locomotive to be at the furthest end of a station, keeping noise and pollution away from commuters. As it turned out, Chicago and Northwestern's implementation of cab cars was a major success. With reduced switching needs, the Chicago and Northwestern shut down their Erie Street coach yard and sold 40 acres of land. On a grander scale, cab cars were a contributing factor to Chicago Northwestern's commuter turnaround, dubbed Chicago's Miracle. Even with fierce competition coming from Chicago's sprawling network of interstates, commuters were drawn to the modern, air-conditioned fleet of gallery cars that ran on a timely schedule. While commuter fleets almost always lost railroads money, the Chicago and Northwestern began turning profits from their lines beginning in 1963. Ben Heineman's experiment was a success. Soon afterwards, railroads across the country began to implement the practice of push-pull trains. The cost and time savings cab cars offered railroads was immense, and the once revolutionary concept became commonplace. While various improvements have been made over the years, mainly to improve safety, the cab car has largely remained unchanged. It is one of the Chicago and Northwestern's greatest contributions to American railroading.